Happy Mardi Gras, everyone. I'm Louis Hebert.
And I'm Cassandra Will.
And we're here in downtown New Roads for the 88th Annual Community Center Carnival Club Parade.
And our theme this year is crazy cartoon characters. And we're hoping to see many of these crazy cartoon characters making their way here this morning.
Now, I saw a lot of crazy characters over the last week or so, and saw some this morning getting ready for this parade. And as you can see, the parade's rounding the turn from New Road Street on to Main Street, right here in front of City Hall.
Right. And we have a number of tributes today in memory of many people who have gone on to glory, and their families are keeping their legacies alive by making tributes to them, to their memorials. So we'll see plenty of that this morning.
Well, that's great. Now this is the 88th annual parade.
Right, 88.
That's the second oldest outside of New Orleans, is that right?
Yeah, second or third oldest. Brian Costello will probably have to correct us on that, since he's our local historian.
And he usually does correct us.
He will, for certain.
So, leading off the parade is a unit from Fire District 5 here in New Roads. And, you know, Cassandra, it turned out to be a wonderful day today. It was cold this morning. We had to drink a little hot chocolate, a little coffee early this morning.
Grits. Some of us had to have some hot grits to warm us up. And we see Mr. Belanger coming through with our theme, Crazy Cartoon Characters, and he's been with us for a number of years now, bringing our theme through. And as you said earlier, we were led off by New Roads Fire Station number 2, and along with many of their junior firefighters.
Right, there's as you say, there's quite a few characters, as they always are here in New Roads for Mardi Gras, but they all have good, clean fun.
That's right, and we have coming across the river and across the state line, our color guard for today is the Wilkinson County High School, and we're happy to have them here representing our colors today.
From Woodville, Mississippi.
Woodville, Mississippi. And in tribute to his grandfather, the late Mr. Charlie Shaff Fields, we have his grandson, called affectionately known as Baby Shaff. His name is Brian Fields, and he's been leading off the parade this morning, doing what you want and getting us all in the Mardi Gras spirit.
Well, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. I tell you what, you know, Charlie, many old-timers and young people like you and I remember Charlie dancing in front of the parade for many, many years, and he always put on a wonderful show.
Right, and the baton was passed on to him from the late Jimmy Boudreaux, and Charlie was also my 1984 Mardi Gras king back in the day when I was Miss Carnival Club. So that was a long, long time ago before many of these young people were even born.
That's right, that's correct. Now we have our Grand Marshal, and he is none other than General Russell Honore, a native of Point Coupee Parish, and of course he's worldwide famous for his efforts to help New Orleans and Louisiana recover from the hurricanes in 2005.
And he certainly took command of that city, and so we're very proud of him. And he greeted us this morning, greeted the mayor and the city, and we welcomed him, and we're so happy to have him here. Because this is an honor to have a general legacy,
and it really is. It's an honor to have him come back home, honor for him to come home and celebrate Mardi Gras with us. As well, it's an honor for us to share our history and our culture with the rest of the world through him. And you know, I've met him a couple times. In addition to being an imposing figure, John Wayne Dude, as Mayor Nagin called him, he's really a true gentleman, and he is a good representative of Point Coupee Parish.
He certainly is, and so we're elated to have General Honore with us here this morning.
He still has quite a bit of family here in Point Coupee Parish, in the Lakeland area, and he's of course he's a graduate of Rosenwald High and Southern University.
Yes, and I was so, you know, not necessarily tickled, but it was so heartwarming when Hurricane Gustav was coming and he called New Rose's name on CNN. And now we have our 2010 Royal Court approaching us, and our king this year is King Michael Boudreaux Jr., and the queen is Ashley Parker. And their court members are Kyra Walker, Minnie Dumoy, Tony Smith, Shakira Paul, Javon Carson, and Adria Cooks. And so we welcomed them. We crowned our queen at our ball a couple of nights ago at the Civic Center, and it was such an exciting moment.
And of course, King Boudreaux is a captain, I think, with the New Roads Fire Department.
Right, very well known amongst the community. He's very active and as well as all these young ladies who are members of the court. They're very active in their community and their churches.
That's right. Now we have the Plaquemine High School marching band. I guess that's the Green Devils. I think the Plaquemine High Green Devils. I'm trying to remember from my ball playing days.
And now we have Pointe-Coupee Central Royal Court, their homecoming court, and we welcome them, their queen in her court.
Pointe-Coupee Central, I saw reading in the sports page this week, they're very much in the hunt with their basketball team for in the playoffs. So we wish them well, and the players and the coaches I know put in a lot of work, and we wish them well and hope they go deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, with the Super Bowl about 8 or 9 days ago, which was such an exciting game for all of us, even though some of us are not really in the sports, but it was exciting for the state that the Saints not only went to the Super Bowl and won. So we're going to hear a lot of Saints and who that gonna beat them Saints and all that today. And so we're so proud, and you know, we're all wearing our black and gold.
Showing our black and gold for the Super Bowl. So
that's right. So we're really, really proud of the Saints.
That's right. Now, Pointe-Coupee Central has always been a participant in the parade here, either with the ROTC or the Royal, the homecoming court. It's always been here. Cassandra, we've got quite a lineup today.
Yes,
in addition to Central, we've got probably, 30 floats and various parades.
Marching units and bands. We have about 9 marching bands that are supposed to be with us this morning. And, you know, and one thing good about the New Rose parades, a lot of people come here because it's so family oriented. You know, because in both parades, most of the participants are children and youth. You know, because you look at the amount of time that the band directors and the people getting the little, you know, attendants ready, the kings and queens get into preparing them. It takes months to get us to this point.
Sure,
and so we commend all of the people, you know, all the efforts that they put into it.
It sure does. And there goes Pointe-Coupee Central.
They're having a great time, and we're so happy that the sun is shining brightly and we're all nice and toasty warm now.
I'm almost hot.
Now we have Bunkie High School coming out of Avoyelles Parish, and so we welcome the Bunkie High School. They're their dancers coming in, and we welcome their marching band with us here this morning, and they're going to stop and do a performance for us.
Yep. Of course, Bunkie probably, they probably had to leave Bunkie probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning to get here in time and fight the traffic and get here in time to perform for us.
Will. Yes. And we see, you know, we have some baton twirlers. You know, sometimes we haven't seen that in a while. Majorettes, you know, because back in the day when we were in high school, that was commonplace to have majorettes in bands, but today they've been, you know, replaced by dancers and flag girls. So it's good to see majorettes with us this morning.
If I twirled a baton, I'd probably hit myself up behind the head, and and it wouldn't be pretty.
Wouldn't be pretty.
Not like these girls.
Not like these girls. Well, as a matter of fact, we had at our Mardi Gras ball, there's a lady from this area named Bonnie Ginn who was a majorette for Rosenwald High School, and she brings her baton to our Mardi Gras ball and she twirls that baton. And it's amazing to see, you know, her in action. It's,
she
still
has it.
She still has it. Never lost it. She still has it. So, you know, that's really great to see that.
That's right.
And I tell you, these crazy cartoon characters, I think we're going to see a lot of characters, as you said, a whole lot of characters.
We can see some coming around now.
And we have many family crews with us this morning. We have like crew tailors and a number of other crews. And so we can see many people that are having a good time. The kids are really enjoying themselves and waiting for all the good throws.
Yeah. We saw some cartoon characters on the central float. They had some Mickey Mouse mask, and that's some kind of cartoon character there. I don't know if it's a big... The guy holding it is a character, no doubt.
You having a good time so far?
So far, so good. I tell you what, it couldn't have asked for a better day. It was cold this morning.
True.
Not just chilly. It was downright cold.
It was downright cold.
But we had a good morning, a good couple of weeks leading up to this parade. You know, the crews and the and the organizations work very hard on putting all these parades together, as you know, and it's all homemade and handmade. And that's what's the unique thing about New Roads Mardi Gras.
That's right. You know, you can see these floats, you know, being done from the bottom to the top, and it's really, really heartwarming to see the amount of work and time that they put into it.
Right. And we'd also like to thank some of our sponsors. We couldn't bring this telecast to you without them. And we've got Poincapé Electric Membership Corporation, they're your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and they got H&W Equipment, John Deere and Polaris.
Satterfield's, where we all have delicious meals.
That's right, Satterfield's Restaurant and Riverwalk and Landing Bar. New Roads Radio Shack. The Shack has your back.
That's pretty good.
One of the employees told me to say that. That was their slogan. The Shack has your back.
Big Boys Drive-In.
Big Boys Drive-In on Hospital Road, serving hot, fresh food every day. Glenn Big Boy Guidry himself in the kitchen. Snap Fitness, New Roads, Lucas Babin, right on Hospital Road in the River Center Shopping Center. And of course, Smoothology, Java and Juice Bar, right next door to Snap Fitness. And they're now serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner in addition to smoothies.
Poincapé General Hospital.
Quality health care right here at home. TL Septic Service. If your toilet don't swallow, give Terry a holler. And of course, Tony Plochet's Cajun Concoctions Catering. Tony and Marsha Plochet. Veranda and Company, Landscaping and Garden Accents. Call Grace Hebert or Jennifer Klein. Especially after this freeze, everybody's gonna need landscaping.
That's for certain. Kelly's Specialty Meats.
On Hospital Road, good, fresh boudin, crackling, and wonderful food. And of course, Charter Communications, Cable of Poincapé. And we're going to take a little short pause while the parade comes around the corner. We'll be back in just a few moments with more of the 88th Community Center Carnival Club Parade. Well, we took a short pause. You and I took a short pause, but we do have another.
Balello's Furniture and Appliances is the source for your new Sealy Posturepedic mattress. Now is the best time to buy a Sealy Posturepedic at Balello's. The all-new Posturepedic design eliminates tossing and turning and gives you comfort and support for a great night's sleep. Balello's has a selection of models to choose from with the comfort that's just right for you. Come see the Sealy Posturepedic family at Balello's Furniture and Appliances for great value, quality, and service after the sale.
And we're back on downtown New Roads on Main Street right here in City Hall, and rounding the curve is another float, another entry in the Community Center Carnival Club Parade. And who do we have here?
Like we have, make it out, Crew of Tailors.
You see,
the Crew of Tailors.
Mentioned the Crew of Tailors a second ago.
And here they come.
Here they come.
Here they come. Crew of Tailors. And we honored one of the matriarchs of that family, Miss Rosemary Kidney Taylor, at our ball the other night. She's been a long-time Community Carnival Club member, and she has served in our community during civil rights and in our Mardi Gras organization for years. So we honored her, and she has all her family members, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins, the whole crew.
And they've got quite a crew of them, a whole float full of them.
Yeah,
and again, they participate every year. And a lot of families get together. It's a homecoming, a family reunion for them to come and enjoy this parade. We've got the West Feliciana High School marching band. They're the Saints also.
Yeah. Saints go marching in from every direction.
That's right. had to take a ferry this morning to come across. But within about a year or so, I think we'll be able to drive across that bridge that's under construction.
That'll be.
Although I talked to a friend of mine who works on the bridge, and he's from out of state, and he said that as long as we had good food, good people, and cool beverages, that he was going to stretch his part of the bridge project out to 2025.
Well, wow.
But I don't believe him. They're working right ahead, and they're moving along with it, and everything's moving along, and it's going to be a welcome change for both Point Capee and West Feliciana.
It certainly will, and I mean, we've seen a lot of traffic already, and the bridge is not even complete. We've seen a lot of traffic in New Roads with, not only their employees, but people who are coming through to see what our town looks like.
Right, and of course, speaking of traffic, today with all of the Mardi Gras celebration, it was an influx of people from all over the state. Normally here in New Roads, we've got about 5,000 residents here in Point Capee, and we've had crews, we've had traffic, we've had people come from the surrounding area, and I would venture to say we probably got 25,000–30,000 people in town today, and that's a good testament to the safety, the fun, and the family atmosphere that we enjoy on a day like today.
That's true, and you see the children get a chance to walk around and be with their friends and, socialize and eat a lot of good food along the way and buy things. And, as we talked about earlier with the Saints winning the Super Bowl, we've seen so many Who Dat shirts and fleur-de-lis all over town, and we're going to see much of that all day today and in the days to come.
That's right. It's cause to celebrate. That's one of the things that, with all the things that you hear about Louisiana and everything you hear about New Orleans and the recovery or the lack of recovery, the Saints' victory in the Super Bowl was one thing that all citizens of Louisiana, whether you live here now, whether you live elsewhere, can rally around and talk about what's right with our state and with our community.
Now we have Crew de Doc Saison, and this is Bienvenue Madagascar on New Roads, Louisiana. And so this is the Saison family, and their theme is around the character, the little movie Madagascar.
It's funny. That's one of my favorites. That is funny. And of course, the Saisons are a large family, and Doc, unfortunately, passed away a year or so ago. And but he enjoyed days like today, and his family is carrying on his legacy. Now you can hear them get down on it.
Yeah, very much so. They're having an excellent time.
You see a lot of Drew Brees shirts and Reggie Bush shirts.
Yeah, and as you said, this is something to really be proud of.
Now this is Beauregard's department store, and of course Bud and Nisa Torres, Beauregard's department store.
And Sheriff Torres made sure that I got here on time. He personally escorted me here himself all the way from our judges' stand to get me here so that I'd be here on time.
That's good. And we're happy to have you here with us again today.
Thank you, Louis.
I thought I was going to be late.
Okay, we have another marching band approaching us this morning. And this looks like this McKinley High out of Baton Rouge, which is my father's alma mater. My father graduated from McKinley High many years ago, and he has passed on into glory, but he often talked to us about his days at McKinley.
Yeah.
And so we're very proud to have them here with us today.
There's quite a few people from our community here that attended high school at McKinley years ago, and we're happy to have them come. They're linked to our community in so many ways.
That's right, because years ago during the Jim Crow era, many black students were not able to attend high school in Point Capee Parish, so this was the time they could. I see we have two Grim Reapers coming through. Wow, now that's some crazy characters there.
That's some crazy characters there, it sure is.
Yeah, it looked like a set of twin Grim Reapers, we don't want to be part of that, not yet. No, we don't want to be part of the Grim Reapers.
I don't want to see one, much less two together.
Wow. Yeah. Those are some Grim Reapers.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to point out also at Beauregard's department store, the float that passed earlier, they're one of our sponsors of this telecast as well. So, and now we've got, let's see, I've lost my place.
The wind has taken us over again.
This looks like it may be the Dixons.
The Dixon family, crew of Dixons.
And the Dixons, again, are a large family here in Point Capite, originally from Bachelor and here in New Roads, and very active in the community. And of course, Mr. Bertell Dixon, who was very much a part of this celebration, as well as former police juror, passed away several months ago, and we all miss him dearly.
Right, and we presented his wife, Gail, with a plaque in his memory on Saturday at our ball. And we see passing us was New Orleans Fire Station number 2, their Ladder 1 truck. And so, you know, they're very active in our community, and we commend them for all the work that they do, not only in fighting fires, but in serving the community at large all throughout the year.
That's right. Of course, you know, we all want to make sure that the firemen come when we make that call. And those guys work really hard to stay trained, stay prepared, and serve our community.
This looks like Tammy Corney Bales Bond, and so we welcome her, and they having a good time on their party float too.
Well, I know she's in business, but I hope she doesn't have much business this afternoon.
Might be the time when she has more business than she thought she could have.
That's right. That's right. But,
fast release.
He's got his Who Dat shirt on. Looks like he got a Saint shirt on. Mardi Gras.
The Who Dat Nation is alive and kicking.
Sure.
Its lead bail bonding agent, Milton Corney Jr. Tammy and Milton have affordable plans to help you out of a jam.
I don't know if our camera guys catching any beads or not.
If someone you love is in jail, call Tammy and Milton.
Good thing I brought my own beads, because we're not gonna be able to catch too many.
That's right. That's right. I wait in the afternoon parade for my friend Brian Costello.
That's right.
Who was the 2009 Mardi Gras king, which I was so excited when he was king, because Brian and I are like brother and sister to each other.
Oh, yeah. And he's relishing every moment of being king, I can assure you.
Certainly is.
Now we've got the Port Allen High School marching band, the Marching Pelicans.
I guess they're going to do a performance for us.
Port Allen had a parade yesterday. Sunday in Port Allen, and they've been parading for, I guess, 20, 25 years or so. And I don't know for a fact, but I think that the star of the Saints Super Bowl, one of the stars, Tracy Porter from Port Allen, was riding in the parade.
So that was great. That was a great play. I'm not I don't understand football that much, but I did understand that play.
When he intercepted the ball, scored a touchdown,
great.
You knew that part.
I said game over.
That sealed the deal for him. It sure did.
Yeah, and I mean the Saints were marching in for sure then.
That's right. Of course, he was a star at Port Allen, and he's a star both on and off the field from everything I've read about him.
Yeah, and that's such a commending thing when you read about these athletes and, learn about what they do behind the scenes, because so many of them are giving back to their communities and to certain causes, especially where children are concerned and youth. They're trying to really promote positive things for youth of our communities, so we appreciate their service on the field and as well as off the field.
And that's right. Of course, the whole Saints organization has been instrumental in doing those sorts of things. Well, Cassandra, we must be about halfway through this parade. So far, everything's gone along.
Everything's gone along great. Yeah, we got several dance crews that we're going to see today, as well as many more marching bands and floats, and our animated characters. We're going to really see some crazy cartoon characters. There's a float that I'm looking forward to see. I saw the write-up on it, and I've been waiting to see the animation on that one.
Well, we've seen some good ones. Now, I did see earlier today, I saw Joe Fobb, and he was pushing a wagon that was decorated like a truck, and normally he would have been in the parade, and he's always got some animation with his float, but today he was just enjoying the parade, walking around with his grandkids. So he took the year off.
Yeah, he did some work on a lot of work on our King's float. He did a lot of design for that, as well as on our judges stand. designed some beautiful fleur-de-lis that are on our judges stand. And I think we all into the fleur-de-lis now.
That's right.
You know, not only with the saints, but you know that it represents the Trinity and from the French culture. So many of us are really enjoying seeing these fleur-de-lis everywhere.
That's right. Of course, now we see a good shot of the West Feliciana Parish Sheriff's Office helicopter. It's all part of the contingent that Sheriff Torres and Chief McDonald here in the City of New Roads have put together, bringing in sheriff's deputies, state police, troopers from Angola, from the state prison, and
the posse.
The posses from here in Poicopee and from West Baton Rouge. It's all part of the contingent to make sure that everybody here has a wonderful, safe, happy day here.
Right, and you know, and it's more to, you know, we think law enforcement we always think the negative, but we need to realize they're here to protect and serve all of us. And I mean, they've been doing an excellent job this morning of getting us where we need to be, making sure traffic is moving. And you know, we had an emergency at the lineup this morning, which detained us for a few minutes. So they made certain that the person who took ill, you know, was able to get out and get their medical treatment. So we really appreciate all that the law enforcement are doing, Chief McDonald and Sheriff Torres, and all their contingency who are helping us today.
And sometimes it's a thankless job. You know, they're out here and they may get on you, may fuss at you. I had one fuss at me earlier today because I was going somewhere I shouldn't have been going. But it's all part of the overall safety, public safety, and serving the public. That's what they do.
True. You know, now, you know, getting back to some of these marching units, you know, you look at the uniforms that the kids are wearing and all of the beautiful plumes coming out of their headdresses and the flag girls and everything. Everybody looks so nice, neat, and orderly. I mean, it's so unified. And so we really appreciate all the schools who have come to our small town to participate on our biggest day of the year.
Right. Now, I wonder how many of them put those uniforms on this morning when it was 28 degrees and said, boy, I sure am glad I've got this heavy wool uniform on. And now, if they're like me, I've got too many clothes on, they're probably working up a little sweat marching along this 2-mile route.
Yeah, but they're nice and toasty warm.
That's right. That's
yeah, right. They sure working up a sweat for sure. We have many, you know, cars who participate. We see a beautiful Jaguar coming through.
Of course, you know, people come in with their cars, they promote their business, or they promote the fact that they've got a car that's restored or really tricked out, and they want to show it off, and that's all part of what a parade is.
Exactly. And you know, it shows the creativity that people have, that, you know, we take things around here and we put them together in ways that many people maybe didn't think it could be used. Now, this is a group that has participated with us for many years under Mr. Richard Covington. These are the unique dances, and we always look forward to seeing them because not only do they have unique dance style, but their costumes are unique. And they usually participate in both parades, and in both parades they have a different outfit on.
They do. They change costumes during the break, and it's always a treat to watch their show.
Yeah, and they're listed as Richard, Terica, Brittany, Aisha, Shamika, and Tharanda. So we thank them for coming, and we know that their presentation will be well enjoyed because they put so much work into what they do, their attire and the dance steps.
And their costumes, like as you say, every year their costumes are different, and fitting for the weather and fitting for the sparkleness, I guess, if that's a word.
Yeah, well, it's not one. It's one now.
The sparkleness of the parade. My English teacher is flipping. But it fits, sparkleness.
That's right, sparkleness. They'll be using that word, sparkleness. Oh, we heard a new word today, sparkleness.
Yeah. I think every English teacher in Poicopee Parish is going to be
all over us.
All over us. When school starts on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
They'll be fine. As part of the American English to create new words every day.
Right. That's right.
Casanova, the Zydeco version.
Oh yeah.
So we have another family crew See if we can make out which family this is, you know, because we have many, many families today that are doing memorials to their loved ones. This may be the
Not sure.
Gut Club with Miss Mary Green. You know, these party families, every year we get more and more of the party families, and so we welcome them and we thank them for participating, because we really appreciate them, you know, getting all their throws and their families together to really enhance our parades.
That is the crew of Dixon.
Crew of Dixon.
We misspoke earlier. That's the crew of Dixon. I looked at some of the people on the float, and of course you can see a picture of Bertel Dixon and
Shonda Powell, his niece.
And his niece, who both recently passed away. And
that's in memory of them. So we welcome the Dixons and we thank them for being here. Now we have Plaquemine High School, another band that's come across on the west, from the other west side to our fair city.
That's right. Those are the Green Devils.
How can you tell? They're in green, Louis?
I saw that little devil on the flag. I actually looked at the flag and saw what it was.
And there's another devil we're going to see today, and we're looking forward to seeing that devil. This devil is different.
Okay.
He's not green, though.
All right, all right. Plaquemine High is going to play a little tune for us, so we're gonna listen. Of course, Plaquemine High is marching by, and they were the Green Devils, and they were in green.
Okay, good. We got that correct, Louis.
I've got a friend.
Right.
I've got a friend from Plaquemine who was the voice of the Green Devils at the football games in Plaquemine. So that's how I know about the Green Devils.
And I want to show some of my beads. I got this from General Honore this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he threw that. As you see, he has his red, white, and blue.
That's
I
right.
remember this is the General's bead.
That's right.
And my friend Brian Costello and his wife Mary presented this beautiful bead to me Saturday at our Mardi Gras ball. So I want to thank them for dressing me up today, because I got all my festive jewelry on today. And for you with the black and gold from the Saints.
Well, I don't have too many stories behind my beads other than black and gold from the Saints. And I've got this one came from the Spanish Town Parade. And this one came from someone who actually went to the Super Bowl. And these chicken ones came from Chicken Man Gaspard, who is up on the balcony behind us. And he's a friend of mine from Plaquemine, and I'm not Plaquemine, from Bachelor. And we went to high school together. We've always called him Chicken Man. He's got a little band. He calls it Chicken Man and the Pluckers.
I thought maybe you had been to Mamu and had gotten those from Mamu.
No. But they're chasing chickens in Mamu
to
today.
make the big gumbo.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to eat plenty gumbo today, too.
That's right.
Here in New Rose. We got another crew coming through. Oh, this crew is throwing some Mardi Gras spears.
There you go.
Let's see if we can, is this the Gut Club yet? You know, when we do these lineups, we have things lined up, but in case something gets stuck in traffic or whatever, we might be kind of off a little bit, but you know, we do have the names of the different crews that have come through. This is the crew of Elite, and they're welcoming the crazy cartoon characters.
And they all got their Who Dat Nation shirts on.
That's Cartoon Mania, sponsored by Anthony and Sharita Mott. And so they all Who Dat too.
They've got all their cartoon characters on the float that have Saints jerseys on.
Oh, we got one. We got a crew coming through now. Oh, there's a Tasmanian devil.
Right there.
There's the other devil coming through. Oh, they got all kind of characters on that one. Batman. Wonder Woman. Ooh, plenty crazy cartoon characters on this one, as well as Saints characters.
That's right.
So they're having a good time.
Well, maybe I can get one of them to throw us something.
Oh yeah, especially one of those big beads.
That's right.
Throw us something.
Or a hula hoop. I see you got hula hoops.
Sure do, hula hoops.
If they threw a hula hoop, I'd do the hula hoop for you right here.
Can you hula hoop, Lou?
I can.
You can.
But they didn't throw it, so you're safe.
Okay, so I'm safe.
And so am I.
We have another crew approaching us. And as we see all these family crews who have been coming through, and this is Shonda Hawkins Smith, and they have, we see Porky Pig and Sylvester. And that's another one of those Warner Brothers characters, the Warner Brother characters, the Looney Tunes.
And those are classic cartoons.
Yeah, that's from our time for sure.
Right,
so we know those characters for sure.
Now we've got the Scotlandville Magnet High Marching Band. And of course, Scotlandville from the greater Baton Rouge area, just North Baton Rouge.
On the bluff side near Southern University.
That's right. All right, looks like the band leader's getting ready to get them set up, and they're going to put on a show for us.
Looks like they have a female drum major. So they're gearing up to do a performance for us. So let's take a watch and a listen.
Here they go.
Remember the time? In tribute to the late, great Michael Jackson?
That's right. You know, there's been so many changes this past year in our country, and again, one of them is the passing of Michael Jackson. One of them is the Saints winning the Super Bowl.
Snow a few days after the Super Bowl.
Been quite a few changes in this past year. So
I think some of us were looking to the sky to see if we had seen Gabriel blowing his horn.
That's right. No, I wasn't quite ready for that yet.
Not yet.
I did see a few pigs fly at our dance last week. Lion Myron Lambert dressed as a flying pig. Quite a sight to see.
See, we have another family crew coming. That's Olive Oil and Popeye. And we know, we definitely know about Olive Oil and Popeye and Brutus, and taught us all how to eat spinach when we were children.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Popeye the Sailor Man for sure.
I am what I am. I must have watched too much television as a child.
You think so?
Oh, well.
I think we all watched a lot of Popeye and the Sailor Man for sure.
And we turned out all right.
We did.
We're still a work in progress.
Now we have Baker High School, another marching band coming out of East Baton Rouge Parish. You see a lot of them crossing over and coming over to our end of the state. So
that's right. Now
this is a welcome thing to make, you know, New Rose is such a big Mardi Gras in such a small area. We are a large Mardi Gras here.
That's right, it really is. And of course, you know, Baton Rouge has developed quite a few very nice parades in Baton Rouge, but all of those are over with on Saturday. So it frees up all these guys to come to New Roads and march in our parades.
Yes, That's right. That gives people a chance to go around the other parts of the state to see different Mardi Gras and come here on New Roads, you know, on Mardi Gras Day to parade with us.
That's right. Of course, the Baker High School Buffaloes, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what they are, the Baker High School Buffaloes. And our president, Wilma Moore, who's in his second year, he's doing a remarkable job, you know, keeping us all together and getting all these things lined up. And we see the pretty and pink dancing dolls coming through. This is another group that has been participating with us for a while. And so these dance groups get together, and sometimes it's neighborhood girls or a crew of ladies who get some of the girls together and teach them dances. And so we welcome them. Maybe they'll stop and do a performance for us.
Sure they will. The unique dancers stop, so maybe the pretty and pink dancers will stop as well.
And they are sponsored by Miss Tasha Henderson. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Christy Harrington. Miss Tasha Henderson has another dance group. This is Miss Christy Harrington's group.
Now our route along both parades is about the same distance. It's about 2 miles, I think.
Correct. It's about 2 miles.
And you can imagine how much fun and how exhausting it can be to ride on a float. But when you're marching and dancing, you know, you got to be in shape. So it's one thing to walk it, but it's another thing to dance and step the whole time.
Now this is another family float. This looks like this is the Martin family in memory of Miss Inell Martin, who's one of our members who passed on. And so their float we see has the Tasmanian Devil coming out of his cyclone.
Throw us something. We got a whole
crew of Martins.
Crew of Martins and all the confetti and everything flying around.
Yeah, maybe the Taz will come up. Say the Taz was coming out of his cyclone.
I don't think they can see us over here.
I don't think so. We can see them, but they can't see us.
That's right. Which sometimes isn't a bad thing.
And it must be good to have these high floats to where they can, you know, look down on the crowd and you know, see the crowd.
Well, and it helps the people in the back that
yeah.
Except people like us that are in the back. Now, I rode the route this morning, and I didn't do a scientific thing like Brian Costello, but I did notice there were about 4 deep. But it was still chilly, and people were in their vehicles. So I would imagine now the parade's passed and the sun's out, we probably have close to 30,000 or more here in town today.
At least that. The crowds were pretty thick when I was coming through, because just to get through was a challenge. So we're happy to have all these people here and hope they have some good, clean fun and really enjoy themselves today. This is another family float.
We got some coming close to us.
Coming through. Yeah, some of them are coming close.
The camera guys are getting it.
Oh yeah, they are.
Now, you know, we got a guest cameraman today. We got my grandson Xavier Harry working the camera right here in front of me. Maybe he's got a career in television.
Maybe so. These are the Smarty Girls dance group, sponsored by Ms. Deandra Gremion.
Here they come. Now they're riding. We got a good shot of them from our bucket truck.
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun.
That Cyndi Lauper song from way back in the day. Girls just want to have fun.
Old white-haired dudes like me want to have fun too.
We all like to have fun today.
That's right. That's right.
We all like to have fun today.
go. Look, she caught a good stuffed animal there. You know, and that's one thing over the years. You know, the parades have really improved their throws. Where you know we got everybody wants beads, and of course you know as always you want something bigger, prettier, flashier, more sparkly, with more sparkleness, and they've also started throwing these stuffed animals. So it's something for everybody, from infants to old white-haired dudes like me.
Yeah, we love Mardi Gras throws.
That's
we all
right.
have a collection of Mardi Gras things.
That's right.
'Cause I have plenty of my Mardi Gras things that I've collected over the years.
That's right. That's right. And I didn't get anything from the general. I'm gonna have to.
You have to report that.
I'm gonna have to report that. Call the Pentagon.
We have the crew of Porcupine Rec, the Raiders. That's the football team, the coach Delaney Lee, and all of their little football players.
Come on, Raiders, throw us something.
Hey,
now.
Raiders!
Show us your arm now. Give us what you got.
Some future, maybe Saints players and maybe some of the other national football players. Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good throw. That was a good throw.
They even got a mascot up there.
Yeah. I see these. I see a little dog on the back dressed like a Raider. Yeah. I see these kids when they're practicing and playing right at Community Park there, and they've done quite well, and they've gone and won some regional championships and done really well. And of course, you know, it's good to get the kids involved in athletics at an early age, so
That's
they
right.
can realize there's more to life than video games and playing in the street.
That's right. We have the Boogie Bus sponsored by Mr. Derek Wells. I'm sorry, Mr. Derek Wells, the Boogie Bus in my favorite color, pink. A pink bus. Wow.
And they boogieing now.
And
Whoa!
and it rained.
Look at them.
And they're raining throws. Wow.
Come on now, give something up. Nope, you got too far away from us.
Yep. And we have another crew coming through. And you know, as we said earlier, many of these floats are celebrating the Saints being world champions. And Mardi Gras and fleur-de-lis and everything else.
What a better time to have the Super Bowl than right at Mardi Gras.
Exactly.
And especially for New Orleans and for the state of Louisiana. I mean, it's a celebration throughout the whole state.
This is the crew of Jackson. And they're a family who participates with us every year. Mr. Mitchell Jackson and his family, and they're called Neighborhood Crew.
The Neighborhood Crew, and they probably got a lot of neighbors from all over. All over the neighborhood.
All over the neighborhood. And we have the Valdry Auto, a 1957 Duesenberg, which I've heard of that car before, but I had never seen one.
I've never seen one.
We have one in live and living color with us today, Louis.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, again, that's part of it. I'm almost a 1957 model. I'm not quite. I'm a 1960 model.
Yeah, because when they gave me that year, I said, that's a little bit before my time,
right.
but not by much.
That's right. That's right.
Not by much.
And of course, we are here in downtown Euros enjoying the 88th Community Center Carnival Club Parade.
With all of our crazy cartoon characters.
Now, how do y'all come up with this is a crew of Perkins. How do y'all come up with the theme every year?
We come up with the theme, you know, some people suggest some things. But before we do that, we want to remember this float, The Party Ain't Over, represent the Silver Fox in memory of Mrs. Stell Moore, one of our longtime members who passed a few months ago. So her family and friends are remembering her. But the theme this time was selected by a group of kids. We have a 21st century day camp from Rosenwald Elementary that's been running at St. Augustine's grounds for the last 3 or 4 summers. And as part of one of the weeks, we did Mardi Gras music and dance. And so the kids designed some floats that week and came up with some themes, and they voted. And the theme they voted on was crazy cartoon characters. So Mr. Moore came and looked at the floats and judged them. and he had some kids who won, and that's how the theme was selected. It was presented to the club.
Okay. Right.
And we see the float just passes celebrating the Saints as world champions by Mr. Leroy Smith. And I mean, everybody's really celebrating the Saints. So we're so happy and proud that it came right at Mardi Gras.
I think the celebration will continue right until baseball season.
I think so. They're going to be celebrating a while because you know New Orleans loves a party.
That's right. And of course, the celebration here in New Roads is only about halfway over. And we're nearing the end of the Carnival Club parade, but we still got another parade coming this afternoon with the Lions Club parade.
Looking forward to that, to see my friend Brian Costello.
And Cassandra, well, I didn't see the telltale fire truck, so it can't be the end.
We hadn't seen the fire truck, and we haven't seen one of the bands that does come through toward the end. We haven't seen that band yet.
Okay, and while we're waiting for the next entry here in the Carnival Club Parade, we're going to go to commercial, thank our sponsors, wet our whistle a little bit, and we'll be right back with more Mardi Gras and New Roads.
Beauregard's Department Store, locally owned and operated. Beauregard's offers a large selection of name brand clothing for the entire family. We specialize in school uniforms for all local area schools. At Beauregard's, you'll always get friendly down-home service. Layaway plans are available. We also offer tuxedo rentals and free gift wrapping. Shop Beauregard's and save time and money. Beauregard's, 300 Hospital Road in New Roads in the Winn-Dixie Shopping Center.
Hello, my name is Debbie. I'd like to welcome you to Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair. We have the top lines of bridal gowns, bridesmaids, mothers, tuxes, and more. We also have over 25 top designer lines of Mardi Gras, prom, pageant, and deb gowns. Come see me and my staff with over 30 years bridal and pageant experience. Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair in Gonzales.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances is the source for your new Sealy Posturepedic mattress. Now is the best time to buy a Sealy Posturepedic at Bolello's. The all-new Posturepedic design eliminates tossing and turning and gives you comfort and support for a great night's sleep. Bolello's has a selection of models to choose from with the comfort that's just right for you. Come see the Sealy Posturepedic family at Bolello's Furniture and Appliances for great value, quality, and service after the sale.
And we're back right here in downtown New Roads. I'm Louis Hebert.
And I'm Cassandra Will.
And we're watching the 88th Annual Community Center Carnival Club Parade right here in New Roads. You know, Cassandra, we just heard from our sponsors from Beauregard's Department Store, Bolello's Furniture. Beauregard's is a participant in this parade, and Bolello's has been one of our sponsors for the last 18 years that we've been doing this program. So we're happy to have them help us bring this telecast to all the viewers here.
And I used to work at Bolello's many, many years ago, so I know that whole family.
And you know,
Morris, Doris, Carolyn, Dwayne, Carrie.
That's right. That's right.
Don.
They're all active, all good folks, and we'd like to thank. That's right. And we'd like to thank a few more of our sponsors while we're waiting for more of the parade. And of course, they all ask for Point Coupee Electric when they want their lights to come on in Point Coupee, West Baton Rouge, and Iberville Parish, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. H&W Equipment, John Deere, and Polaris ATVs.
Satterfield's Restaurant, right down the street from us.
Right, overlooking beautiful Falls River. Radio Shack, New Roads Radio Shack. The Shack has your back. All your electronic needs are available right there at the Shack.
Big Boys Drive-In.
Serving hot, fresh food right there on Hospital Road, as they have for 25 years or more. Snap Fitness, 24/7 Fitness, Mr. Lucas Babin on Hospital Road. Right next door to Smoothology. And of course, you know, Lucas is the doctor of Smoothology. He's operator of the Java and Juice Bar at Smoothology, and they're also serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner now, so wonderful.
Point Capee General Hospital.
Quality health care right here in Point Capee. TL Septic Service. Say it, Cassandra. Say it. If your toilet won't swallow, give Terry Lejeune a holler. And Tony Plochet's Cajun Concoctions Catering. Now, Tony and Terry say food going in, coming out, they got you covered without a doubt. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. That's the one time I'm going to say it today. Veranda and Company Landscaping and Accents. Call Grace Hebert, Jennifer Klein for, and of course, Kelly's Cajun Specialty Meats on Hospital Road in New Roads. And Charter Communications, cable of Point Capee. And again, we're here. The crowd is kind of dispersing. They're moving around, and
I think they're ready to eat now.
And I think they're ready to eat, kind of charge up their batteries and get ready for more Mardi Gras here in New Roads. The Lions Club parade's coming up at 1:30. It's almost 1 now here in the clock at City Hall says it's almost 1. And so, Cassandra, we had a wonderful day and a wonderful parade.
We certainly did. The weather turned out beautiful.
And of course, the King and Queen were lovely as always. The unique dancers were unique as always.
Queen Ashley Parker and Queen Michael Boudreaux Jr., who is also a great-great-grandson of the late, great Jimmy Boudreaux, the founder of Mardi Gras in New Roads.
And what can you say about General Honore?
Oh, General Honore.
It's such an honor to have him back here in his home parish to celebrate Mardi Gras with us. Cassandra, I thank you for joining us here again today. And I'm Louis Hebert.
And I'm Cassandra Will.
And we'll be back shortly with part 2 with the New Roads Lions Club Parade.
Beauregard's department store, locally owned and operated. Beauregard's offers a large selection of name brand clothing for the entire family. We specialize in school uniforms for all local area schools. At Beauregard's, you'll always get friendly down-home service. Layaway plans are available. We also offer tuxedo rentals and free gift wrapping. Shop Beauregard's and save time and money. Beauregard's, 300 Hospital Road in New Roads in the Winn-Dixie Shopping Center.
Hello, my name is Debbie. I'd like to welcome you to Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair. We have the top lines of bridal gowns, bridesmaids, mothers, tuxes, and more. We also have over 25 top designer lines of Mardi Gras, prom, pageant, and deb gowns. Come see me and my staff with over 30 years bridal and pageant experience. Debbie's Bridal, a formal affair in Gonzales.
Bolello's Furniture and Appliances is the source for your new Sealy Posturepedic mattress. Now is the best time to buy a Sealy Posturepedic at Bolello's. The all-new Posturepedic design eliminates tossing and turning and gives you comfort and support for a great night's sleep. Bolello's has a selection of models to choose from with the comfort that's just right for you. Come see the Sealy Posturepedic family at Bolello's Furniture and Appliances for great value, quality, and service after the sale.